So in the last couple of videos, we've talked about kind of, if you like, fast tracking, getting involved in EMP.money by buying some eShare and then staking that in the boardroom. Now, in this video, let's go and do that. So let's just remind ourselves again, and just hearing ourselves say this language really makes this become second nature. The farm prints eShare, doesn't it? You know this by now. And then, of course, if we want to, we can take that eShare that's going to slowly accrue over time, depending on how much you've originally staked. That eShare will accrue over time, and then we can go and deposit it in the boardroom. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, if you want, as you know, we've already mentioned this, you could fast track this whole process. You could go and buy some eShare off the market, and you may have already done this, because I have seen some wonderful members having already done this. So if you have done this, you're one step ahead of this video, but still watch this video, because there's still maybe some things in here that will hopefully will find of value. So you could fast track this whole process with using the boardroom by buying some eShare off the market and then staking that eShare that you purchase in the boardroom. So you've kind of got a bigger, start of eShare to start earning higher APRs when the peg is over 1. Let's go and do all that, shall we? I think so. So let's go and purchase some eShare and stake it in EMP.money. So let's jump to the web. And here I am. Let's go to EMP.money. Here we are. Check that you're connected. If you're not connected, it will say connect wallet, top right hand corner, but I am connected. That's great. Let me click on Mr. MetaMask head. I'm having trouble saying that for some reason all of a sudden. And this is what I want to show you. In my wallet, I haven't got any eShare at the moment. Okay. And I want to stake some eShare in the boardroom. So let's just take a little look at the boardroom here in EMP.money. And it's over peg. Great. It's over peg a lot at the moment. And as you can see here, 0 eShare in there, so we want to change this. So firstly, as I've got no eShare in my MetaMask wallet, I don't even have any eShare. We need to go and buy some. Where do we buy eShare from? That's my question to you. You tell me. I'm gonna have a slurp of my coffee. I almost had a slurp of the candle. That would have been embarrassing. Here's my coffee. I have a slurp of my coffee. You tell me, where do we buy eShare from? I knew you'd get it right. Well done if you said Pancake Swap. PancakeSwap.finance. Here we are. So once we go to Pancake Swap, we've looked at this many times now. We connect to our wallet. Let me click Connect Wallet. I'm now connected. Wonderful. So what are we doing? Again, you may have done this. I appreciate this. We're going to buy some eShare. So I need to decide, well, what am I going to swap then? Which cryptocurrency am I going to swap? Let's have a look back in my wallet again. What did I have here? Let's do BNB. Got a little bit of BNB. A little bit of BNB. Every time I say that, I sound like the chimney sweep from Mary Poppins. So I'm going to swap some BNB for eShare. Perfect. So here we are at Pancake Swap. Let me hover over trade. Let me go to swap. We've done this a few times now. So I'm going to select BNB. Great. That's what we're going to swap or spend as it was. And in the drop down menu here, let's choose eShare. There it is. And we added that, of course, a few videos ago. There it is. Right. Now let's do $100. Yeah, $100 worth of eShare I'm going to buy. So again, we don't know how much that actually is in tokens. So we use our usual little trick. We go to CoinGecko. We've done this a few times now. Let's type in eShare. There it is. And let's type in here $100, and $100 is 0.08. Okay, 0.08. Great. So let's go back to Pancake Swap. I'm just going to punch in there 0.082. It's automatically populating how much that will be in BNB. Perfect. Let me click swap. Now, in a second, we will now see some eShare in our MetaMask wallet. There's none there at the moment, is there? We looked at that a second ago. Let me click here. It's asking me to confirm. That's great. This will appear over here. I'm just going to scroll down. Going to click confirm. Takes a few seconds to chug on through. I can always close this. That's fine. There's a little pending thing. Let me move this over a bit more so you can see it. Oops, hang on. There we go. There's a little pending thing there. There we go. Getting the green check mark, which is good. Which means it's all gone through. And if you are particularly eagle-eyed, you'll notice, look, already my eShare balance here has gone up to 0.82, which is exactly what it says here at CoinGecko. Don't you love it when it all works effortlessly? So if we confirm this by clicking on MetaMask, we'll now see in our MetaMask that the BNB has gone down a fraction, and our eShare has now gone up. So we've got 0.082. You're beginning to see how decentralization is the future. Imagine you're sending money to somebody through a bank and it takes, 3 days. I did this recently. I think I might have told you the story. I had to physically go to the bank twice, fill in forms, which obviously I understand, but it was so kind of old school and so old fashioned. I even asked them about cryptocurrency and they kind of turned their noses up at me. They go, oh no, we don't do that. I'm like, okay, well, 10 years time, let's have that conversation again. So anyhow, so we've now bought some Eshare. So now what do we do? Let me ask you. We've now bought the Eshare. It's in our MetaMask wallet. What do we do now? You got it. We go and stake it, don't we? At EMP. So let's go back to EMP. Let's go back to the boardroom. Nothing here at the moment. Now, the very first time you stake, let me see if I can move this up a fraction for you to see. There we go. It will say approve Eshare. You'll only see this once. The first time you do anything in any DeFi protocol, you're asked to approve whatever it is that you are wanting to do. So I'm just going to simply click on approve. So let me do that the very first time. Clicking on that. MetaMask is saying, do you want to give permission to access your eShare? Yes, that's absolutely fine. It's costing me 7 cents to do this. Let me click on confirm. That 7 cents is coming out of the BNB. Remember, we always need to have some BNB for gas. This will take a couple of seconds to chug on through. I think we'll probably get a little notification. There we go. It's just been sort of, you can't quite see it, but it's at the top here, and it's just saying, yeah, the blockchain is saying, okay, we've now approved this. This is basically MetaMask saying that we can communicate with EMP.money in the boardroom. Perfect. Now, look, now the approve has disappeared, and now we can stake. So I'm now going to stake the eShare that we just bought. Now, one thing to quickly also mention to you, do you remember me saying every area with EMP has got its own kind of rules and things we have to do? In the boardroom, not the farm, in the boardroom, when we stake, then the boardroom is locked. I think it's for 18 hours. It's not long, but what that means is for 18 hours you can't further stake or indeed claim. In the farm, there's no time limit. You can you can add liquidity and pull out at any time. But in the boardroom, it is locked for 18 hours. So you'll see this in a second. So I'm going to click on this little plus symbol now. This little window opens. It's asking me to deposit eShare. Look, it's pulling in the 0.08, which we just purchased, which matches what's in MetaMask. Isn't it wonderful when we go through it all step by step and slowly? There we go, 0.08, 0.08. Beautiful. How much do we want to deposit? I'm going to do all of it. You can deposit all of your eShare. It's just BNB you never want to spend all of because you always need some for some gas. But all of the eShare is fine. I'm going to click confirm. MetaMask is going to say, are you sure? I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to say, of course I am, MetaMask. There we go. Going to click confirm. We have to wait a few minutes. And this is always the bit, particularly at first, if you're sort of starting, can get a bit nerve-wracking. You're thinking, hang on, I'm not seeing anything. There is a little countdown. It's slightly obliterated because I got the size of my screen quite small to make you this video. You can't quite see all of this, but there is a green sort of slidey thing here. You can see the bottom of it that's saying, yep, it's all going through okay. And now in a second, look, there we go. eShare has now populated. I've now got 0.08 eShare staked in the boardroom, paying me 981% APR, which is ridiculous. What is that a day? It's about 3%. That's rough. Maybe it's a fraction less, 2.9. Where's my calculator? We can work that out by going 981 divided by 365, 2.6. So I'm now getting 2.6% interest on this while the peg is over 1, which it is. So, also very quickly notice, can you see it says withdrawal possible in, because we've just done this, it's saying 0, but this will change, maybe takes 5 minutes or so for the countdown to kick in, but I think it's 18 hours, as I mentioned, so you can't withdraw this or indeed claim any EMP that you've earned for about, I think it's 18 hours, maybe it's 16, but you are locked for a little bit on the boardroom. It's exciting, isn't it? Right, let's summarize. So what did we accomplish in this video? Well, we purchased some eShares at PancakeSwap and then we staked them in the boardroom to fast track the higher APRs that are on offer there. And I know that you get this and I love you for this. It's exciting, isn't it? Isn't it fun doing something we're thinking, yeah, I kind of know what Chris is talking about. I kind of get this. So I can't wait for you to really dig down deep. Maybe you've already done this yourself, which is wonderful. So what do I want you to do now? Well, if you have the funds available, and you want to fast track this whole process, again, not financial advice, but go and purchase some eShare. You don't have to buy one eShare, by the way, as you saw. I bought 0.08. You can buy a fraction at Pancake Swap. If you don't have enough funds in your MetaMask to make this transaction, you will have to deposit something in MetaMask first. In other words, you'll have to have some BNB that you want to swap for eShare or some Ethereum. The more advanced you've got, you might even have some other cryptocurrencies in there, and you can swap any cryptocurrency at PancakeSwap for really whatever you want, as long as it's on the BNB chain, because PancakeSwap only supports cryptocurrencies that are on the BNB chain, but we are working on the BNB chain, so that's fine. Right, okay. Next video? Sounds good.